Hey Angela, what's going on? This is Rob and Taran from RHAP, and it is such an honor to get to talk to you.
Hi, how are you? Thank you so much.
Doing great. We've been looking forward to this. How has life been outside of the house for you, Angela?
It's been really good. As you know, I'm home and I'm just enjoying my family and just enjoying downtime and just like recovering from the whole thing. It's been awesome being home.
Yeah, and what was the reaction from everybody to this wild run you had here on BB26?
My family's reaction,
Yes.
I think that they were very, very proud of me. They thought I'd be going home week one, and because I'm, the older person in the house. And then after week two, they thought for sure I was going home. But they also know that I'm a fighter and that I will do whatever it takes to like stand my ground and be where I want to be.
And a
And so
threat.
they were just proud of me. They were proud that I was able to endure that.
How has it been watching like the clips back? Have you watched much?
Um, can I fix something on my screen? I'm not sure what this is because I cannot see you. Oh, there we go.
Sure.
Okay. Um, can you repeat that question?
Have you been able to watch many clips or anything, any episodes yet?
Yes, I've been watching. I've been watching a lot. Gosh, it's like I'm just like glued to the seat. I'm on the edge of my seat. As a fan of the show, like I'm so here for it. Like I'm so excited to watch, and it's kind of like an out of body experience seeing myself on my favorite show of all time. So iconic. It's been again. I'm just like, and then last night I think I was on episode 19 where Chemo says she's like Michael Myers, like so good. I
Appropriate
just
for
love
Halloween.
love it. I love everything. I love the diary rooms. I'm most intrigued by the diary room confessions. I'm most intrigued by hearing what people are saying behind closed doors because I was always like trying to listen in to see what people were saying. So yeah, just like it's like woo, get to see what what's happening.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise you know that you liked to eavesdrop because you
No,
just
I'm
like to
a
watch the
major ear
show.
hustler, baby. I am an ear hustler to a fault. Like I totally, when my kids were teenagers, like they knew they better get out of the house if they want something kept a secret because I'm going to be listening. I'm going to know it all.
Angela, were you surprised at all when you got out of the house to learn the world's reaction to you? In any ways, did you have any surprises?
So let me be honest with you. I am
Please.
a, I'm a, I'm not a live feeder. I've always just been, what is it called? A common, I'm just watching whatever's
Okay, they
presented
call
on
it
television.
casual. Yeah.
I'm a
Mm.
casual, right? And so I didn't realize that, how big it is, that the live feeds are huge. And so therefore I didn't really talk to cameras too much. I didn't really talk to my family too much. So I just didn't really know the volume of people that actually watch the live feeds. The people that watch the live feeds are the ones that love me. And the ones that are just watching it on the television show, all the edits and everything, they don't like me so much. And you know what? I don't care because I had the time of my freaking life and I own that shit. I own everything I said and did. And I had a blast in that house. I was paranoid a lot. I had a lot of like anxieties and things that I've never really felt in my everyday life. And I, all of it, the whole roller coaster, the whole snowball effect, I, I just embodied all of that. And it was my big brother experience. And what happened in that house to me stays in that house. If somebody has a problem with me, I am unbothered. Certain people still have issues with me and they're in an argument or a fight with me. You know what? I'm not involved. I am not involved.
One-sided.
It really is. And
It's
I would like to say this just because I have read some, I'm getting a lot more, just to be clear, I feel a lot more love than I have people that just want to point fingers. I want to say this, that is it best for somebody, because I have watched a lot of the show, the diary rooms and all the secret conversations that were going on behind my back. Is it okay for people to be labeled not a bully if they're saying it behind your back? Or is it okay for a person like me who prefers to say it to your face because I don't talk behind people's backs like that?
Yeah.
I will, whatever I have to say about you, if I can't say it to your face, I'm certainly not going to say it behind your back.
Yeah.
Just because just because that's what I did and how I expressed myself, I'm labeled a bully by a lot of haters. Well, I'm sorry. Have you never called somebody something, have you never felt a sort of way and you've said it behind their backs, or if not to their face, because I'm a woman and I stuck up for myself, all of a sudden I'm a bully? I mean, like, let's get real here. I think that television only showed what? A few minutes of a 45-minute conversation with Matt in my HOH room.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I understand, and from what I can see from the live feeds, a lot of that conversation was cut. It was, no, there weren't any videos on it. So I think anybody who has a level head on their shoulders would know that why would a woman of my age be so angry and so intimidated and so frustrated and threatened with what you saw? I would be also like, why was she so upset? Because you didn't see everything.
Yeah. What are there still a lot of people, Angela? Because I feel like that again, and I'm not you. I see so much positivity towards you, Angela.
I do. I totally get more. Like, I'm going to answer your question better, because you asked me, like, what was the reception when I got out? What did I think?
I've seen you celebrated.
Said, I didn't know that people were watching, and I didn't feel like a lot of people were watching because I wasn't really acquainted with that. But now that I feel that, and I've come home, I had people waiting for me at the airport. People are dressing as me for Halloween.
Yes.
I'm feeling a lot of love. I can't go outside of my house without people recognizing me. It's a surreal feeling. It really is. It feels amazing. It feels wonderful. I love all the support, and all of my, even using the word fans just feels strange to me, but I am such a lucky girl, such a lucky woman.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you had seen all the Halloween costumes.
Yes,
so I can't tell you how many tweets I see. I hate gay Halloween. What do you mean you're Angela in the veto ceremony? You're Angela when she didn't get her charcuterie.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's incredible.
I love it all. I'm so excited. I'm just so excited and so honored, and it just makes me feel so good that people are showing me that kind of love, and that they've labeled me like Godula and Stangela and Angela's Angels. I mean, there's so many fun things that they're saying, and it's just like, it's surreal. I feel like, oh my gosh, like, who am I right now? This is so incredible.
Well, there was one talking about the casuals, right?
Right.
One of my favorite theories throughout the season from the casuals, conspiracy theories, is I don't know if you've seen this. Have you seen the Angela is a plant?
Yes. It's hysterical.
Right?
Yes.
I think that's a compliment.
I do too. I really take it that way. CBS is first class all the way. They don't do that. There's nothing in that house that's scripted. It is completely raw, and just, it's just laid out however people are feeling, whatever they want to say. There's nothing in there that is scripted. There are no plants. And it's so funny, because not being outside of the house and hearing all the speculation, and then I'm in the house and I say, I'm feeling that way too.
Yeah, I saw a clip where you said that it could be a production plant.
This cover is freaking amazing. It's like, who is this? Oh, he's so amazing, right? And I'm like, wouldn't that be funny? But I know it's not possible, because I'm very involved, with the whole process of getting casted and all that. So I know it's not possible. And I just think it's so funny that I thought the same thing. But no, it's not true. It's funny that anybody would think that. And yes, it is an honor that people would think that.
Angela, you had this incredible experience on Big Freaking Brother. You've been out of the house for a couple of weeks now. Have you noticed any ways in which Big Brother has changed you outside the house?
I've always had a thick skin. Maybe I'm growing another layer, because you do have to move past some of the negativity. But there, like I said earlier, there's just so much more positivity in that. So I did grow maybe a little thicker skin. Also, I do feel like coming home, I'm like, I put my foot down. I'm like, I did a lot. And my husband's like, you know what, girl, I appreciate you. And the appreciation that the man has for me now is amazing. A lot, just that.
All right,
alone,
Chuck.
Yeah, he's so cool. Just that alone, he's like, babe, I got this, and this. It's off your plate forever. Like, don't even worry about it. I'm down with that. And so now that I've gotten home and I'm not having to do those certain things I didn't like doing, I'm like, oh, this just feels so great. Like, I'm just so proud that he's realized, like, the appreciation for me. I mean, he's always been appreciative of me as a wife and a mother, and how I work really hard. But just overall, I think our love, we've been together for a very, very long time. And the way he missed me, he was glued to the TV set with live feeds. He would sleep with me. He would watch me sleep. I don't know how he slept because I snore freaking loud, but the man, but he loves me so, so much. And I love him so much. That was one of the hardest things being on the show, was being away from him.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
But
on the
it's
feeds,
changed my
you could
relationship for
turn
the better,
down the
if that was even
volume
possible.
on
What
the
was that?
snoring. On the feeds, you could turn down the volume on the snoring. In real life,
I
it's
don't know
harder.
that he did.
Yeah.
I don't know that he did, but I have a new profound relationship with my husband of 34 years that I didn't think could get better. But
Wow.
the relationship and the missing each other, because we've never been apart that long, since I was 15. So just the relationship in general was worth going on that level. And then the love that I have for my family. I mean, when they, I hug a lot, but I mean, when I hug my family now, it's just like, I don't ever want to let go. It's just, I miss them so, so much. So, and I also, another big thing is just knowing that I am a strong woman. And I guess I always knew that, but now I really, really know that some of the challenges in that house and just being in that house was so challenging for me, and that I was able to do it and wake up each day and say, I got this, you can do it.
Yeah, I mean, one of those challenges was the radiation challenge. You, Angela, you provided me with a lot of great sound clips from the season, but one of my favorites is I don't even know if it was in the episode, but as you were counting down, you got to 10.
Right.
It's a lot of tens.
Are you playing
Yeah,
something?
we
for
didn't
me?
really
Oh,
hear
it didn't
that,
play.
Taran.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
very unfortunate. I
I
apologize.
didn't hear it.
Yeah, it was very faint.
Okay. Well, never mind then.
No worries. I remember it
Let's
like it's yesterday. It was a nightmare.
Yes. Well, it was very fun. I did want to ask though about the Crazy Eyes and the low budget movie. Because I think that was really like the coming out party for Angela, when everybody sort of was like, "Whoa, hold on." You practiced, speaking of sleep, you were practicing overnight. How much of this did you anticipate was going to like go down this way? And also like what, especially the low budget movie part, like what made you so convinced that this was a low budget movie and not an actual high budget production that they were serious about?
All right, I'll start at the beginning. I was very, very hurt and nervous and scared about all of the things that Matt was saying to me in the HOH room. I really did feel like there was a turn, that the house was siding with him, that I called him and Mackenzie out for possibly being in a showmance. Okay, it was going to go down. I was excited about it. And, I did put my foot in my mouth by even doing that. But it's just like who I am. And it's very hard for me to filter who I am at most of the time. And so I was just kind of being playful with it. Now watching it back and seeing that I even like did it even more, like later on that evening in the bathroom area. And I was like playing around with it more and trying to be playful with it. It didn't really come off that way. And watching it back, I'm like, oh man, I can understand why he did feel concerned that I was targeting him. And so when he was in the HOH room and we had that conversation, I kept apologizing profusely about it. But I don't think he ever really truly forgave me and thought that it wasn't out of malice, but it really, really, truly was not. I think Matt is a really neat guy. And Mackenzie's an amazing woman. I didn't mean anything by it. And wholeheartedly, he was not going on the block until after what he had said to me multiple times. And so I did stay up that night and just feeling all of these emotions. And I don't think I slept really a wink. I was tossing and turning all night. And I needed to do something where the entire house heard it. I couldn't just say it to Matt. I couldn't just say it to a few people. I needed everyone to hear it, because if you just said it to Matt or just a few people in the Big Brother house or anywhere really in life, the game telephone, it comes out way different and things could have been added to it that I didn't say. So I really needed to make sure that everyone heard it. And I wanted to make a production about it. I wanted everyone to know what he had said to me and how it went down. So coming down the stairs, I knew that those sandals clanked, and like the whole clanking. I was like, you know what? That's how I'm going to get everybody's attention. I'm going to clap it out. I'm going to come down those stairs and I'm going to have those flip flops hitting at the same freaking time in unison. And so then I came down, I knew I would land right there so that everyone would see and hear me. And I wasn't sure everything that I would say. I said things that I wish I hadn't, as far as involving Mackenzie. I'm very regretful of that because I shouldn't have involved her in what Matt had said to me and how he made me feel. And I did go to Mackenzie later and I apologized to her a couple of times because I wanted her to know that I did think she was a neat lady. And I definitely didn't want to put a target on her back. And I didn't mean anything by it. And I should not have involved her in the rant, but it just, again, big mouth. It just
TV
came
history was made. Okay.
Yeah.
Angela, we have seen that you are also a big Survivor fan, and we are all teased with the idea that you might one day go to Survivor. Is this still something that you would like to pursue?
Yes, I would absolutely love it.
Are you keeping up with the new season?
I haven't watched because I've been too busy watching Big Brother.
I don't want to spoil anything, Angela, but do you know they just gave them charcuterie?
No.
Yes.
No.
They're playing in your face.
How cool is that? I love it. I can't wait to watch.
Well,
Yes.
you did have a week that was maybe a little bit like Survivor Janky Week, and during that week, I was curious because this has been a little bit of a conversation. Leah was the HOH. If she had decided to target Chelsea that week, would you have been willing to vote Chelsea out?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
See, I saw very early on, and even watching back, I can see that I can't remember everything I thought and did in the house this far out. And there was so much content, you're there 24/7. But I knew that Chelsea was a strong competitor. She showed that early on, and the way that she gracefully handled the call out from Tucker, just her overall, she had a great social game. She was very strategic. And so I would have had no problem, but I also wanted to protect and covet Leah because Chelsea would have come for her head the next week if she didn't get voted out. And quite honestly, I didn't know that we would have had the votes.
Yeah.
And just very quickly, when did you decide to vote for Chelsea to win?
I think it was kind of on the way to finale night. I just kept weighing it out in my mind. I knew that there were 3 people left, and I was just going between the combination of them, if it were the 2 girls or if it were Mackenzie and Cam or however it was going to be. I think anybody against Cam was going to win against him. And not to say that Cam didn't play the game that he wanted to and that he's not an amazing guy, because he really is. He was really just a light in the house. He's such a sweet, sweet human being. But because he wasn't actually making a lot of the moves or suggesting a lot of the moves, he just kind of went along with the girls. I would have to have given it to either girl. And then if the 2 girls were on the block, of course I would have had to take off and peel off any of the resentment I had, because she played the game, whether it was against me or not. Like I was bitter for sure. Like even Taylor said, "Are you bitter?" Yes, I was a little bitter in those moments. However, I have to take away anything personal because she played the game. And I do truly feel like whatever happened in that house, it was a game, and it was how we felt in the moments and at that time. It's very highly, highly emotional in there. And I needed to separate that from game. Chelsea earned it 100% wholeheartedly.
Okay, Angela, I know you got to run. You got a lot going on. We're waiting any day to hear when you're going to be on The Bold and the Beautiful. So we're going to keep an ear out for that announcement, hopefully soon. And Angela, really appreciate you making some time to catch up with Taran and I.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the interview and letting me kind of give you insight on how I'm feeling.
Okay, all right. Hope we can hear more from you in the future, and all the best outside Big Brother, Angela, okay?
Thank you.
All right, take care. Bye.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.